So it really was around the beginning of 2012 when we started poking around and saying, hey, are you guys going to come out with a new system? Like, we'd like to hear about that.
So moving into the next generation of consoles is kind of exciting for us because it's, as we're building our new IP, our new technology, we can build it with that technology in mind.
So the increased power of the next Xbox, both on the CPU side and the video card and the memory, it allows us to have a much greater variety of environments. You don't have to repeat textures as often. You can have more characters on screen that all look different. We can have much more effects playing at once, smoky environments, explosions. And we're also able now to push it up to 7.1 audio as opposed to just 5.1 and do a lot more. They're called voices, but basically sound channels. You can play more sounds at once before you run out of that buffer and stuff starts clipping out.
So with the cloud processing power, we're moving all of our servers to be dedicated servers, which will allow a much better experience for the player. And it also allows us to put all this AI into the game so that things will happen, players will get a much more consistent experience and a much better experience. The amount of things that can happen now in a multiplayer world are amazing, and it's really been exciting for us to take advantage of.
And it allows for quicker matchmaking, more accurate matchmaking. This game wouldn't be possible without it. We wouldn't have even attempted to do it otherwise.
There's a lot of new capabilities beyond just like speed of the console or anything that just are exciting to our game. Obviously the back end stuff is paramount to our game being successful. So it's been really exciting to work closely with Microsoft on getting that working.
So for Titanfall, there will be a Smart Glass app and Kinect integration, but we're not talking about it at this time, the specifics of it. Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 have been around for 7-8 years now. And so that development environment is extremely mature. The tools are awesome, and you move to the next gen, and it's like we started over with this company in this game. They're starting over in a lot of ways. So it's a little rough going at times, where we're dealing with unfinished software on our side, unfinished software on the first-party side, and unfinished hardware as well.
The exciting part of that is we get to kind of make feedback and get changes that help us. So the exciting part is being able to help guide them in that. The downside to that is it's harder, it takes longer, it's more of a challenge.
The advantage of working on, of not having to target multiple platforms, it just allows you to focus your resources and engineering time. There's always a fixed cost with doing things, but that fixed cost varies per platform. And you kind of have to compromise each thing you do to fit it into each respective architecture. Above and beyond that, I mean, we are a small company. We only have 13 engineers. We want them devoted to making the game better and faster as opposed to having to support a huge swath of platforms. You triple the amount of issues you potentially have for every platform you add. It just opens a can of worms. Not to say we won't do it in the future, but for our first game, we wanted to focus on making just the best game we could.